Ricky May. And a year ago today, at 12:30 a.m. on the 1st of June, we lost Ricky, one of Australian show business's greatest son, indeed, one of Australia itself, one of its greatest sons. A year ago today, we all woke up to a much sadder country. A light had gone out which we loved while we enjoyed it, but didn't fully appreciate it until it eventually sank in that Ricky May, everyone's friend, was no longer with us. Ricky May, the big, bubbly, cuddly New Zealander who decided to call Australia his home, touched the lives of people everywhere. Who's to judge whether he was a great singer, a fine comedian, a good composer? I guess he was all of those things. But the extraordinary thing about Ricky May was that he was a one-off. There was no one else like him, and there never will be. And how many people can you say that about? How many times would you like to be able to say about someone who's passed on, no one ever had an unkind word about them? In the case of Ricky, that was not only the other fact that amazes everybody who remember him so beautifully, is that the extraordinary thing was that everyone had a good thing to say about him. Their experience with him, their favourite memory of him. All of these were special memories. My favourite story of Ricky May is the phone call he made a couple of Christmas mornings ago to a Sydney muso to wish him the season's greetings, and they decided to meet later on the morning to have a drink. And as a PS on the phone, Ricky asked his friend to bring along his instrument. I think it was a trumpet. The muso soon found out why. Ricky and friend did a couple of gigs at places where the Christmas cheer would have been very thin on the ground without their arrival. Come to think of it, Ricky had that sort of Christmas spirit every day of the year. Perhaps because at heart he was always a child and he loved his playmates.
They will find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers and the dreamers and me. Someday we'll find it, rainbow connection, the lovers that walk in the park, kiss every night in the dark. I see them every day. Someday we'll find it.
Ricky. And DJ Foster now at centre stage, not in imitation of, but in tribute to, remembers Ricky with his favourite song, What a Wonderful World.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue, clouds of white, bright blessed days, the dark sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry. I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, What a wonderful world.